Hello, YouTube. This is Hunter Surge. We are here with the Tuesday Cardfight Vanguard reveals. Again, this keeps being kind of slow because we don't have any cards today, so we don't only really have the stream stuff to go over. But let's get into it. All right. First up, they announced a new set for the March set for Japan. This is a title booster for Bang Dream, whatever. Okay, maybe Bang Dream will be something. Maybe Bang Dream has had relevant decks at several points in the past, so I would not be surprised at all if this brings up relevant decks. But like, I don't tend to have a whole lot of interest in these crossover things, and Buddy Fight only grabbed my attention, not even because of the IP, despite me loving Buddy Fight, but just because of the interesting card design that they did there. And so like generally I don't really care about these collabs, and I would kind of rather they didn't exist. I'd kind of rather the game didn't have them, but whatever. Back in my day, back in the G era, the only collab we had was Token Rambo. That's not strictly true, but like it was the only one of like the prevalent of like any of the collabs we get these days. I kind of wish we could go back to simpler times where it's just the game, just this the game stuff, you know? Whatever. All right. So, we have two Triumph Dragon cards and a Nirvana card. Let's go over the Triumph Dragon stuff first. This grade 1 is just an extremely basic. If you have the grade 3 or greater Vanguard, it gets plus 5k power, plus 5k shield, grade 1. Yeah, these don't tend to see a whole lot of play. Not much to talk about there. Grade 2, double rare. So this is when you ride Triumph Dragon, and you don't have a rare with its name, you can Soul Blast 1 to revive it. Pretty solid. And then continuous rare, when you have a grade 3 or greater Triumph Dragon Vanguard, it gets power plus 5k. If you Persona Route this turn, it gets an additional power plus 10k. So that's a total plus 15k power gain on top of the Persona Ride. So this is going to be swinging for 35k solo on Persona Ride turn. Its numbers are kind of paltry on the turn 3, but like Persona Rides are basically guaranteed with the quick start bosses anyways. So this is a pretty good card. This is a pretty solid card. Not the sort of card that I would imagine like will make Triumph Dragon good, but this is like a quality card for sure. And then we have the one card for Nirvana. So this is a double rare. During your turn, when this is discard from your hand, you can reveal grade 3 Nirvana Vanguard from your ride deck, Nirvana card from your ride deck. If you have revealed or you already have a grade 3 or greater Nirvana Vanguard, you Energy Blast 3, you search and reveal up to one card with Overdress or Cross Overdress from your deck, add to your hand, shuffle your deck. Then on rear, if you have a grade 3 or greater Nirvana Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 2 and retire it to call a Prayer Dragon from drop onto rear. So this card's all right. But with Nirvana, because I was considering Nirvana for Vancouver, so I did quite a bit of testing with it, and my feel is that for a non-talisman / prayer dragon to eat one of your normal unit slots, it has to be really good. It has to be super good. And I don't think this is quite on that level. The fact that it only triggers when it's discarded and not when placed is not like super ideal. Kind of anti-synergy with its second effect too. Energy is something that is already being eaten by the Blaze Maiden you're currently running, who looks top 7. And yeah, who looks top 7, and gives power to the board. There's also the Prayer Dragon that countercharges, I believe. That uses energy. I'm not sure if it was for the counter charge effect, but one of those effects it has uses energy. So there's multiple cards, really good cards that you want in the deck that eat energy. So not great on that metric. And then its secondary effect is also pretty solid because it means, okay, if you leave a Prayer Dragon or a non-Prayer Dragon / Talisman on your field, you're getting less value out of your full board restand, because you only restand your Prayer Dragons and Talismans, right? So this, when you have it on the field, replacing itself with any Prayer Dragon from your drop, it's pretty alright, but like you don't really have any issue getting the Prayer Dragons out of your drop. That's not really a concern. You easily do that if you want to. Um, and like Soul Blast 2 is pretty heavy, and if you want to do the bar stuff at all, you do kind of need that soul available for the retires. Yeah, I don't think this card makes the cut. I do think it's pretty cool that you can go like turn one, discard this. It would have to be going second because of energy. Oh, that energy cost is so awkward actually. Because I think one of the best lines for this is that you can discard this in an earlier discard, and then you add the Ars Firina so you can discard that for your next discard. But the fact that you can't do that turn one when you're going first is a really big deterrent, IMO. Um, because it means like in 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 like half your games, you're just like that line just isn't as available as you would like it to be. You have to hold it for your second discard. And it's just not great. You have like a bunch of good discard fodder in Nirvana as is because of its nature as a deck that discards outside of riding up. I'm just not a fan of this card. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think if the costs weren't so expensive, like if the discard effect was free, and if the Soul Blast cost was like maybe one Soul Blast or something like that, I think this card might have legs. But with the cost that it has, I think this card is pretty awkward. Um, yeah, this card seems pretty awkward. But there's another case of only one card getting revealed, so there might be another Nirvana card getting revealed later on in cards of the day. It would be the lower rarity one, but sometimes lower rarity cards have surprised us. So we'll see how that turns out. And let's talk about a couple other things. So they showed the what is happening for the Thursday stream. This is the thing that they were keeping secret for some reason, and it's just a jeweled mythish. I don't understand why this was being kept so secret. Like I thought they were gonna have they might have something cool going on in this set because they're holding this for they're not showing us what's going to be revealed on the 8th. The 8th is before the anime starts. Um, so it can't be something that's going to show up in episode one. So it might be some like mechanical thing, right? That could be what's happening. Um, but no, that wasn't what happened. And also the fact that they're not doing cards of the day until the 13th. Um, it made me think like, oh, maybe there's some cool mechanical thing that they're introducing in this set. That they want to be a big surprise when they reveal it in the stream on the 8th. Um, but no, it's just a jeweled mythish. We knew the jeweled was getting a mythish. Like, why was this kept so secret? Like, why? I don't understand. I don't understand the choice here. This feels very strange to have done, but it's a jeweled mythish on the 8th, which means like, okay, we're finally getting a look at one of the like key archetypes seeing support, like one of the anime archetypes getting support in this set. And then next Tuesday on the 13th, um, they are going to be showing off uh, some Juicy Fruity support. No other decks mentioned, so it might just be Juicy Fruity cards. So maybe it's a wave of like 3 cards because they've been doing 3 cards per stream for these lately. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. With that said, this is Hunter Search signing off.